While this beautiful home is about to go down under the forces of Mother Nature, we are going to explore it together today, before its history forever.
I won't hold my breath, I'm not a kid anymore. If things don't go my way, I'll just move along.
Built in 1788, this is a real hidden gem in the forests, which has not been penetrated by human mankind for years on end. We are one of the first visitors after the former residents left the property for what it is in 2005.
'Cause I'm always needing you, hurt me, and you pay the price. I'm done with all these lies. Loving you, that's all I'm gonna do. My mind is wiser now, my heart at peace with you somehow. No need to love me, but I hope you'll do. Two's better, but today there's love that will be traveling one way.
Let me take you into the intriguing story of Marc and Odette, a couple that provided for their lives in the French countryside through the process of rice cultivation. After a fulfilling life, in which they traveled extensively in their spare time, they grew older and their health deteriorated.
Love me like I love you.
Based on X-rays, we conclude that both suffered from health problems in their thoracic region, after which they departed this earth and left the property behind for good a vast 16 years ago.
Loving you, that's all I'm gonna do. My mind is wiser now, my heart at peace with you somehow. No need to love me, but I hope you'll do. Two's better, but today there's love that will be traveling one way.
As time went on, the property ended up forgotten forever in the barrier of trees and greenery that surrounds it. Today we'll take a glance inside their former home, which now stands as a monument of their past life. Wow. That's so romantic, guys. Just woke up. Oh, the beautiful lake here in France. Wow. So we spent a beautiful day of camping right next to the lake, and currently we made it to our first location, and that one is not even visible from the road. I literally just parked my car here, and yeah, we're gonna follow this pathway. It's supposed to be somewhere behind all those bamboo trees. My gosh, how on earth are we gonna access this place? Well, those are the bamboo sticks. There's the pathway and probably the house. Well, it's a hot day. I'm wearing shorts today. It's not gonna be very nice, but let's do it. How on earth did anybody discover this place once? My gosh, some thick bamboo. Well, there we are, and the path is continuing. Unbelievable to imagine that people once lived there. It's really bizarre walking in such an environment with all those bamboo trees around you, knowing that you're making your way to an abandoned house. And there it is on the right side. It's definitely not easy to access this one. You can tell not many people have walked there during their years. Thus we have to create a little bit of our own pathway. There's the house. There is the house. Now let's see, I think we just can better exit from this side and just walk around instead of grabbing this difficult route here. That was quite a challenging mission. I have a little wound there on my finger, but it does everything. There's the house. Unbelievable, hidden so deep in the forest. And still is entirely furnished. Let's enter it. Alright, so I'm still trying to figure out how I'm gonna do this, but I think it's just gonna be head first. That's what I often do. Let's go. Welcome. So as you've just seen, I had to crawl through this window, stand on this desk. Eventually, I made my way inside, guys. I'm currently in a beautiful bedroom that is just entirely trapped in time. So yeah, let's tell you a little bit about the story first, because of course I've already done my research and it's very impressive. This house has been abandoned since 2005, but on top of that, the foundation was laid in 1788. It's a very old property, and the people that lived there were involved in the production of rice. So they were probably like rice farmers. He had some rice yards around this area, and that's how they earned their crust. And that's as far as I found out now, and I think the rest we're gonna find out during this exploration. So yeah, we're standing in this beautiful bedroom. Still a doll on top of the bed. Some fake plants. Okay. Leon is saying. And it's describing something. Maybe this was somebody that was born. And they described the character of this born baby, I don't know. Very beautiful and colorful though. As you can see, everything is still left behind in this home. It's abandoned for 16 years, but nevertheless, it has remained a time capsule. Got some old photos over here from 1992. Looks like it's in front of a church, a big meeting. A lot of older people. I see some nurses, so maybe this was an entire nursing home. I think the reason of abandonment is definitely death. I think the people grew in old age and eventually they passed away. I guess in this case there was no inheritance and the home was inevitably just left like this and has now been decaying for over a decade. Is in a very bad state. I really love the French wallpaper. We've got a frame over here of Jesus Christ. Wow. The clock, the glasses, even a necklace over here. It's all just pristinely left, well respected by people, despite being in a state of vacancy. But as you've seen, it lies very well hidden inside a bamboo forest. It's not even visible next to the road. Over here we have a picture of the woman that lived there. And this is a book, and it's saying that this was a book to write down receipts for a company that was involved in the production of rice. I think that was their company. Another picture, something religious. Oh look, a camera. 𝗦𝘁cie𝗿𝘆𝗶 color star. Part of an oil lamp here. Over here we have an old calendar dating 1927. Whoa, that's a very old one. Was probably even from their parents. Years before World War II. Beautiful chateau. Okay, let's continue. Now in the corridor, and as you can see, it's quite messy. I mean, lots of chairs have been stored here. Here is a world map, also a calendar right next to it, dating 1996. But we gotta find a more recent date. And given that date, I assume it's one of the last dates of abandonment. I'm wearing a respirator because, as you can see, black mold is starting to grow. Also over there on the wallpaper, but I'm leaving that room a surprise. You gotta keep watching if you want to find out what's there. Here we have a teddy bear. Some figurines inside. These plastic cubes. Just have a look at all the white mold on the wardrobes here. But still, all their clothes are left behind. My gosh. I always find this so sad because I know there are people in this world in need of these clothes. And right here they are literally just left neglected. Got a plastic globe over there. It seems that they are quite interesting in traveling one day.
the world map, the globe. Over here we have the sewing box. A lot of buttons and other material inside. Probably used by the lady to do some sewing. I think in this box they would collect their laundry. All the dirty clothes. Then over here we've got a watch, we've got a mirror, a scale, something else that took my interest. Gonna lay the camera here for a while, trying to look, because those are actually X-rays. They're still inside. At least there's something from the radiographical department of the local hospital. Alright, gonna put on the lights. Let's look at them. Well, we can see the human lungs. As you can see over here, there is a lot of vascularization. This one is dating from 1990, and the woman's name was Odette. Odette, that's beautiful. Typical French name for a woman in that time. Over here we can again see the thorax, but then taken from a side perspective. Another picture of the lungs. You can clearly tell where the problem was located with Mrs. Odette. Maybe she also used to smoke and she was suffering from bronchitis or COPD, something like that. But it's crazy. I mean, this is not the only one. There are plenty ones. It's just one envelope. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 envelopes are inside. I'm just gonna grab one other one out, just out of curiosity. But of course, you understand, we will not have time to investigate all those pictures. Let's look at this one. There are actually 2 stacked on top of each other. And again, we can see the thorax. So yeah, the problem was definitely located or in the thorax or something with the heart. Lungs or heart was the problem for this. Oh, wait a second. This was not one from Mrs. Odette, but this was from her husband. His name was Marc. So Marc and Odette lived here. And this one is dating from 6 years later than the X-ray from Odette. Namely from 1996. So, both people had a problem, medical problem in their thorax, I guess because of older age, as 1996 is quite close to the last date of inhabitants, 2005. The problem was located for both of them in the thorax, whether it was something with the lungs or the heart. I cannot really tell by now. It will need more investigation. But wow, this is interesting. Marc and Odette lived inside of this house, built in 1788, abandoned for 16 years now. That's all we know. Let's continue our investigation. So we just also found a medical report, but it's from another name again, from a woman named Jeannette. Laboratory, biochemical, and analytical, over here, hematology. So these are all the blood values. It's crazy. We found the name Andre as well, as I showed you before. So maybe that was the son or the man that lived there. And whether this was Andre or Mr. Marc, I don't know, but this person was definitely living here one day. Well, in another sign of evidence, I told you that I think the people love traveling. Over here it's saying voyage plusieurs,
which means that over here are probably still memories of their travels. Voyage means travels. It's very stuck, so I'm gonna leave it. I almost stepped on it, but look at the lamp laying on the ground there. We can clearly tell where it is coming from. It's fallen down from the ceiling there. We've got the Santa puppet over here as well. Another calendar, which is very, very dirty. Oh, 1969. Crazy. Well, then it's about time. You're gonna see my favorite room. Was their main dining room and kitchen. There we go. You can already see some wallpaper peeling off. Some more spools of black mold. The brush over here, and look in front of me. The passage of time is noticeably visible. The wallpaper is peeling off. The ceiling is slowly crumbling apart. Doors are falling out. But yet, their items and furniture are still well in place, as they were like one day when the people departed this home eternally. Incredible. Over here, the ceiling is not even present anymore. I'm currently walking on the remains of the 𝗦𝗁𝗶𝗍. It's totally dilapidated. To give you another overview of the area here. Maybe it used to be a part of their living once, maybe it was just a shed. I cannot really tell anymore, as it's just one collapsed ruin. The stairs were leading to an attic part. And for the rest, they mainly just used only this floor for living. We still have taxidermy over here, displayed on top of the cupboard. Who knows, as it's an old building, this is maybe the key of the property. It's entirely stuck. This one as well. Cannot open it, guys. Above here, another ornament of this deer. Wow. Everything of this family is still there. After so many years. This looks like some liquor bought at a local distillery in Spain. Barcelona, exactly. So I think they definitely love traveling. Maybe Spain was a very wanted holiday destination of them. They really like to travel to. Wow, Some more ornaments. A tiny bellows over here. Looks like it was mainly just used as an ornament and not for functional purposes. Some fossils, shells, rocks. Another watch. Still so many things. It's unbelievable. Oh, what is this over here? No way! It's the first time I found this ever in an abandoned place. I don't know if I pronounce it right in English. In Dutch we call it an accordion. It's a music instrument. Okay, give me a while. This is so cool. No freaking way. It is entirely collapsing though, but you can still see the buttons. Where was the piano part? You would hold it like this and play the accordion. So cool. Wow. Okay, gonna put that back where I found it. It's in a very bad condition, so unfortunately it's not working anymore. Oh, that was cool. I was not expecting that. And what I also find crazy is that over here in the coat rack, still the jackets and hat are just hanging up. Look at the amount of cobwebs. It gives you a clear and strong awareness how long this door has not been opened for. The newspapers are even still laying inside here. Let's check for a date. Oh, also a letter over here. A name André. André. 2005 as well. March 2005 on the newspaper, so I'm almost sure that this place has been abandoned since 2005. Got a beautiful fireplace over here as well. Look over here on this tree trunk. It's actually a romantic quote. It's saying, I love two things. You and a rose. A rose just for one day, but you for always. Written in French. Wow. Still got even paper, everything hanging up there. This was really the state in which they left the property. Nothing written on this trophy. Some beautiful carved wooden art. Flashlight. Oh, a beautiful Godin stove over here. Very well-known brand from that time. As I told you, wallpaper is all just peeling off. Hanging over the lamp there as well. The property has purely been disintegrating by the forces of Mother Nature. Wow, very beautiful painting, also moldy and everything. It gives a new effect to it, a new life, somehow. Got some vinegar, salt and pepper things, just pristinely there. this kind of turtle thing. Another piece of taxidermy. And look over here. A lot of glasses probably used for liquor and other beverages. Wow, that's crazy. They probably could put some pencils inside of there. Right over here, maybe some more liquor. Oh, I didn't want to break that. I feel so sorry. Luckily it's not too severe. I will leave it like that. Another ornament, kind of souvenir thing from Spain. So they loved traveling to Spain. The lady loved sewing, and they were involved in rice production. This is a souvenir ornament from Andorra, a country, tiny municipality, co-principality by the way, between France and Spain in the southeast. Well, that was it for this room, and we still have 2 other beautiful rooms to go, so stay tuned for them. So let's make our way to the 2 last rooms. Opening up the door, and we're entering another bathroom. And this one also has many cool features. Firstly, I was talking about the passion of Mrs. Odette for sewing. Well, here is the single sewing table. Still with the original single table right underneath it. And the cover, of course, on top. We've got an organ over here. Still working. Well, a religious statue, something I will not point out over here. And then even more religious artifacts. Wow, beautiful mirror in this gilded frame. Plenty more clothes. Some books, and this was a course in the French language. That's funny. Course in the French language, probably for their children. Very old-fashioned book. Oh yeah, still some inscriptions over here. They look quite childish as well. It's dating from 1938, this book. We're another one of those quotes, and it's about a fish. A fish is very intuitive, mysterious, romantic, sentimental, vulnerable, sensual, but loves comfort. Alright. A huge story about fish. Quite interesting. At least not very usual. You can tell the humidity that has been inside the building, because also over here mold is starting to grow. Over here ahead, plenty more things, books, blankets, wow, some jackets. Plenty of more sheets and blankets. Oh, look over here. Still got a vintage Polaroid camera. That's cool. Let's see if I can manage to open this one, but there is no key inside. That's quite hard. Now lastly, there is one other room right over here. It was like a sort of porch or something. Look at it. Natural sunlight is falling through. The plants are all dry, barren, and dead. There used to be a bee or wasp nest over here. Animals are just finding their way in. They're becoming the new inhabitants of this property. Slowly but surely. You can still shoes standing here. Oh, another nest that looks more recent. Gotta be careful. Oh, now where is the date of construction? 1788. Whoa. I have to be really careful because I just saw that there is one nest that's still active right inside. There are plenty of nests of bee and wasps right on top of there. There are probably around 100 wasps. Just an active nest. So yeah, I'm getting out of here ASAP. And we explored it all, guys. Alright, so that was it, guys. I'm gonna put off the mask, and I really enjoyed this place. We found a lot of background stories and yeah, the history and the story about this place, the people that once lived there, and it's very impressive. It was built in 1788. That's a fairly long time ago for a place to be constructed. But anyway, without further ado, if you enjoyed this place as much as I did, you know the drill. Do hit that like button, subscribe to the channel down below for free, and also leave your opinion in the comment section right down below. If you want to support me on my travels, of course, feel free to check out my Patreon page or PayPal link that are down in the video description. And then I will see you on the next one. Peace out.